A man is kayaking, and I think he thought he had a fish at the end of the line. Sir, that ain't no fish.
Oh my God! That's a big ass gator, buddy. That is a big gator. Oh.
The beast bites it right out of the air.
Oh my God, he's eating it!
Travel blogger Dev Langer was in the Florida Everglades and thought it would be cool to get a close-up shot of a gator with her new drone. But the hungry gator had other ideas.
Thinks it's food?
Oh my God!
The alligator, nicknamed George by the stunned tourists, bites right through the drone's battery.
What are you doing, George?
Don't eat that! George, no!
Well, that meal sure didn't go down right. Look at the smoke billowing from its jaws. Talk about indigestion.
A man in Australia nearly gets devoured by a hungry crocodile, and I can't believe he got out of there alive. This is a very large hungry croc in Costa Rica. Let's be honest, crocs are always hungry, aren't they? Anyway, this is way too close for comfort for anyone with any sanity, and this one is over 80 years old. Can y'all believe that? Just amazing.
Hey Byron, this is the area they were kayaking and fell into the water. I'm gonna move out of the way so that you can take a look here. Out on Lake Forest, they say they thought they were gonna die. That's how scary this was for them. The women say they were in two separate kayaks when one of them noticed what looked like a tree stump. All of a sudden, she says her canoe flipped and she was in the water. Her friend pulling her onto her kayak when both of them were knocked back into the murky water. As they attempted to swim back to land, that's when the gator emerged. All they could see was its head and its eyes, but from that alone, they say they could tell it was a large creature and they were in danger.
Started screaming. I was like, go, go, go. And she turned around and she was literally face to face with it. I don't know, by the grace of God, she was able to make it to the bank, but I'm still in the water. And it turns around and it comes after me and then it stops maybe 8-10 feet from me.
These two got a bit snap happy whilst photographing crocodiles in Florida.
Pete, you're too close to him.
The pair were at the Everglades National Park when they decided to disturb the world's largest reptiles.
Oh God.
Listen to this man freak out when he saw a bunch of gators out in the Everglades in Florida. My brother, I just hope you don't accidentally fall out that boat.
Oh God. Pete, your paddle's too close to that one. Sorry.
No! Go away! Oh my God, I had to push him away with my paddle.
It's pretty disturbing actually how comfy these alligators are around humans. Like, sometimes you see these videos and it looks like the gators are like walking up to you like a dog will walk up to you to get petted. But of course the gator doesn't want to be petted, you know, to say the least. So some of you might think this gator is peaceful, but like, this isn't good. The lady's trying to keep the gator away from her like kayak with the paddleboard, and I must say she's doing a pretty good job at that.
This is saltwater crocodile country, and you can just see how crystal clear this water is. And guess what, guys? We were just about to spear a barramundi right here, and then guess what we saw? That's right. That's about it.
So this guy is out with his woman and somehow spotted this saltwater croc that would have been so easy to miss because of how it blends in with the water and how still it just sits there. Like, wow. I mean, it's incredible. I could just imagine if these two like went for a swim right there, not knowing what's going on. He talked about it in this video how sneaky crocs are, and he is right. Crazy stuff. I would be out of there.
Water, you know, whether it be a meter deep, a meter and a half, they're there and they're watching. That there's a massive predator and quite easily could kill me.
I don't know at what point that this swimmer noticed this huge crocodile following him, but holy moly.
Casually going for a swim in a beautiful remote part of Mexico? Well, you should probably watch out for the locals, as this man got the shock of his life when a huge crocodile chased him to shore. Amateur footage has emerged showing a swimmer frantically trying to reach the beach whilst being stalked by a massive crocodile. Panicked tourists on the overhanging Boca Pila Bridge watched in terror as the man made a beeline for dry land. As the croc drew closer, luckily a quick-thinking onlooker threw a large object in the water to stop the snapper in his tracks.
I'll show you what it is. Yes. This is about a 7 or 8 foot alligator that I'm actually about to drift right over.
This man saw a huge alligator and he doesn't sound too amused about it. Dude, I don't blame you.
So I don't really know what to do. If I put the paddle in the water, I might freak him out. I didn't expect to get so close. Whoa. That's a big alligator. Whoa, I'm a little scared then. Yeah, I've passed over him.
Here's an encounter between a croc and a jaguar. So the jaguar is down at the bank here lapping up some dirty H2O, and I think it would be naive for me to say that the jag didn't know a croc was in there. Like, of course it knew. I mean, the only question is, like, where is the croc in the water?
I was thinking too, yeah.
A boat with some tourists is floating along when it comes across a large gator. What happened next will shock you.
Send it to me.
Jesus. You can see the enormous gator jump onto the boat, and luckily for the tourist, had no interest in eating them, at least this time.
Open, you go, bang, that's it, open the door, good girl, keep the door open, come on, you get cold, gentle, gentle, gentle.
Gato.
So this happens in India, where the streets are flooded, and let's just say muddy water wasn't the only thing flooding the streets. It's so easy for a croc to snatch one of these people that's walking around because look, it can just hide in the water. I mean, scary for a croc to be this close to home, like literally.
It's heavy, whatever it is. That is not a stick. Oh my God, that's not a stick at all.
This fisherman made the Captain Obvious declaration that this crocodile is not a stick. Just imagine if this fisherman had went for a swim in this lake. This takes place by the river where a croc is there feeding on a deceased hippo. A lion arrives because, I mean, after all, that's a lot of meat. Can't let it go to waste. I don't think the lion initially understands the croc is there, but he almost finds out the hard way. A tour guide is getting pretty close at one point in this video to some huge saltwater crocodiles. Later in the video, he's back on the boat and is continuing to hand feed the crocs. What happened next is something that shocked the entire boat. What do I always tell y'all? When I see a video that I've never seen anything like, I'm going to show it to you. So this is in Fort Lauderdale at Everglade Holiday Park, where the gators really like their back scratched. Bruh, ain't enough money in the world. Hell to the no. Thanks for watching. I'm Curtis. See you next time.
Okay. Do good, do great, and they talk bad on you. No need, no face, cause they're not factual. I won't stay too long here, I'm just passing through. I might hit the bank and get a bag or two. My mama asked me why you got that cash on you. Second you switch up, they might get mad at you. No, you're not my friend, so no, I'm taxing you.